Okay, hey everybody. Good evening. My name's Jessica, if I didn't introduce you. Who's excited to be here tonight? Yes, okay, it's gonna be interactive. I'm gonna call on you, you're gonna raise your hand, right? So, the reason that I'm here tonight is because Joe Laratro, who's the co-president of SFIMA, I was here a couple months ago for the SEO presentation, which was amazing. And he said, oh, Jessica, you gave a speech here, you know, way back in the day about marketing and YouTube in like 2009. If you were to come back and give another speech, what would you give a speech about? And, you know, like video marketing is like so overplayed. I'm like, you know, it's like, more video marketing. But I really think GIFs are an underutilized marketing medium. And I wanted to learn myself about all the different applications, the different places you could put them, the different platforms they inserted into. So I did a lot of research myself, and I guarantee you, you have never seen a lot of this, the way that this is presented, because I've never seen the way that this is presented before, and it's a whole fresh presentation. It's a bunch of slides, but I'm going to go through them really fast, like a few seconds each, and I'm showing you so many GIFs. You've never seen this many GIFs in this little time in your life, not even on like an Instagram feed, okay? So I'm going to run you through, you know, we use personal GIFs. We use them a lot personally, right? Like we express our emotions. Who uses GIFs? Like personally, like it through, okay, who uses Jiffy.com, that little app to like integrate it? Okay, who has a Jiffy.com account? Okay, 3 of you. So that's one of my challenges for the night. If you have any takeaway, it's make yourself a Jiffy.com account. It's like a YouTube profile. It's how you embed GIFs. Because as I'm going to tell you, one of the biggest nightmares about GIFs is if you have one on your phone and it looks beautiful and you can play it all day on your phone, crisp as day, you send it to somebody else's phone, fuzz muffin. Like, it's terrible. The compression on GIFs is terrible. So how you embed them, how you share them, how you upload them, how you transcode, I mean, there's like so many different details we're going to go into. So you guys ready? Yeah. Okay, so this is super powered presentation. My background is as a videographer. I have been behind the camera since I was 18. I'm 42 now, so it's going on 25 years. I have been all over the world. I've been to over 60 countries. Videotaping, this is videotaping in Jordan. I really think a lot about how people consume media, right? And I've written a bunch of books. I've written like 10 books about video marketing. I teach video marketing at FIU. I got my master's degree in communications, and I'm getting my doctorate at FIU right now. But I always look at things through the lens of a camera. And on top of that, one of the things I really learned is I didn't want to be a commodity. I didn't want to be just a person behind a camera making an hourly rate. I really wanted to be an expert in my field. I really wanted to be respected. I wanted to be credible. I wanted to give these speeches. And then a lot of my business that I bring in, I do all my business development, and a lot of it comes from audiences who see me speak and they're like, oh, well, she knows what she's doing, so they hire me to do their videos. I've been on all these CNN, NBC, E! Entertainment, all these stations I've personally been featured on with my work and research. Let's see, okay, so we're talking about GIFs today. What is a GIF? Okay, I promise there's not going to be this many words on the slides going forward, right? But GIF stands for Graphics Interchange Format. Just like the JPEG or the PNG file formats are still images, GIFs are usually a noiseless animation made from still images or videos that loop like a flipbook. Ideally, they are under 3 seconds long and less than 1 megabyte for fast loading across platforms. And mostly we use GIFs through search engines like Jiffy.com. Okay, this is amazing. We have, like, Yuri's already been introduced, but I'm going to introduce him. Could you just stand up really quick? This is Yuri. He's our special guest from Ukraine for the evening. He just moved here, and he's an amazing, he runs a company out of Ukraine, and I had worked with him before the pandemic, and I worked with him before the war in Ukraine. And not only is he like an amazing person, but he delivered my animations and illustrations like flawlessly throughout the whole war. He was on time, every deadline, like pushing his people. And just if you need any animations, but I wanted to show, I said, Yuri, can you make me a GIF? And so he gave me a 7-second GIF, but this is his GIF that, let's see, that he made for me. And the thing I love about GIFs is a lot of time you watch them a few times, you know, it's like 7 seconds. So you really get into the details, and I can watch a GIF like 10 times in a row, and you learn more and more about the medium, and the more and more the deeper you go. So Yuri's company is called DAR Video Animation Studio. So if, again, go to him, introduce yourself. He needs friends. He needs to build his network down here. If you know any other Ukrainian people, I would hope that he has a great night tonight being here with you guys. Okay, pronunciation. How do you pronounce GIF? Or is it GIF? Okay, so the pronunciation of GIF, I use GIF, right? It's an acronym for the Graphics Interchange Format. It's been disputed since the 1990s. You can get YouTubers that talk all day long. They'll argue with each other. They'll call you an idiot for saying one way. It's so charged. For a while, I didn't even like to say the word because I was like not sure that I was saying it the right way. So both are correct. I use GIF like Jim or like a J, right? But if you're like me, then stop worrying that you're saying it wrong. Personal use of GIFs. GIFs are naturally entertaining because they blend pop culture, memes, and emotion. They can be really personal, extremely personal, and express emotions in a way that, you know, GIFs are how people communicate in message conversations when words alone can't convey the emotions that they want to express. Giphy.com, one of the top search GIFs in the world, all around the year is birthday, right? Everybody sends birthday GIFs. That's like one of the most popular ways of expressing happy birthdays through sending GIFs, right? So there is just pages of pages. You can go, right? You've got President Obama doing a birthday GIF, right? So you've got, oh, to show enthusiasm. Who's seen this girl? She's amazing. You can watch her like 10 times in a row for sure. I like to do that face when I'm home alone. You can send congratulations GIFs. You can send misery GIFs. I'm in school right now. I'm getting my doctorate, so I send a lot of misery GIFs. Encouragement is great. You rock. I love this one. I found so many cool GIFs. You can download them straight from Giphy.com, by the way. I didn't realize you could just download the videos. It's even easier than doing like in YouTube downloading videos or downloading GIFs. Inspiration, humor. Oh my gosh, dog GIFs, my favorite for sure. Anybody else like dog GIFs? Who like cats GIFs? Okay, different crowd. Totally different people raise their hand. That's funny. Comfort. I want to stay in here forever. Oh my God. Sympathy. I don't know how many of you, but I have dogs, so I've sent my fair share of Rainbow Bridge GIFs to, you know, when dogs pass away. But the business use of GIFs, it's like really surprising when you think about it, how little you probably use the medium in a branding capacity. And I'll tell you for myself that I wasn't really doing it. And up until like 6 months ago, I just redid all my email marketing. So I love that you noticed it, Peter. All of my emails have like an animated header GIF, an animated body GIF, an animated footer GIF. So now my emails pop out at you. They're like, ah! So, you know, and that's sort of what like GIFs are all about a little bit. But, you know, advertising content performs better when it has visuals. GIFs are a great way to get messages across in a short, engaging, visual format. It's instant gratification, and it's science. You know, people love GIFs because humans are visual creatures. The human brain processes image 60 times faster than text. Why use GIFs in business? Okay, that's too many words. Okay, fastest, easiest application. I would really suggest that you first approach your profile image, because I'm going to show you. So this is like a picture of me, fine, with my FIU gear, but that's the GIF of the picture of me. So it's just like, it's sort of subtle, but you start seeing it when you look like, I don't know if any of you use Gmail, but Gmail is one of my favorite.
That's the one that I noticed in you, and I actually noticed how subtle it was, because at first it was like, oh, this is too loud. Then I really looked at it, I was like, it's really just the emphasis on what's around it.
Yeah, I did a whole series of them with this like with the circular paint situation. And so I actually, here, I'll show you. Here we go. So I did this one. Now we got that one going. Look at, that's a different version of it. And I use them on different accounts. And now I can keep track of which account I'm using based on which GIF I've chosen as my profile image. And I'll give you guys some resources on how you make these. That's part of the speech. But it just goes to show how easy it is to take like a simple bio photo, and you can use this all across your social media, you know, like on different platforms and stuff like that. So that's one of the easiest ways that you can do this tomorrow, you know, is you can just go to Canva and create one of these. Okay, I'm going to show you some business sort of uses of, well, actually, this is before business use. This is, my dad's obsessed with, he wakes up so early at like 5 o'clock in the morning. So I made him this GIF. It's actually an emoji, but I animated it for him. So this is his morning when he's up, ready to respond to my text messages. This is what he's sending me. So he was also on the Oprah show way back in the day. And so I made him, he's long retired, but I made him a GIF of his Oprah presentation. He did like workers' compensation insurance fraud. So people that like pretended they were injured, but then he videotaped them like falling off of horses and like falling off of roofs and going to the doctors with crutches, but then like climbing up, you know, like ladders and stuff like that. So he was really happy about that. This is a GIF of his sort of like bio reel. If you just take, this is like five video clips linked together. It's like 1 second per clip. And so you construct very short videos, very short GIFs using video clips like this. Eyes on Your Mission. I just, for the speech, I did not have a Jiffy.com account like all of you except for 3, but now I do. It's called Eyes on Your Mission, and you need to hashtag your stuff so that when you type it in the search engine, you can find it really quickly. So these are all different GIFs. There's like students that were talking here. This is a animation I'll show you. Join us, mission and values, grantees, hire us, behind the camera, little one of me. These are all of our grantees. These are all of our clients. But I have a whole channel now. Here's the thing with Jiffy.com. It's moderated. It is not like YouTube where it goes up and it's immediately available. When you upload your content in your profile, you have to wait hours, if not days, for somebody to go through and make sure you have to have at least 5 pieces of content on your profile. It's sort of like a process that you have to go through, which makes it actually more exclusive. So if you have really good content, it's a nascent period. I'm getting a lot of views on this content, and I'm not even good at promoting myself. It's just happening naturally because of the keywords. It's now getting mixed in with like Mission Impossible, my nonprofit, which is Eyes on Your Mission. Now it's like displaying with Mission Impossible stuff. This is a GIF. I love GIF confetti. Is there anyone that's been in college where you submit your assignment and then it splashes confetti all over the page? Is there anyone that can relate to this? Okay, you see me, girl, right? It's like what I live for is the flying confetti after I turn in my assignments. So, okay, one of my favorite bicycles, Trek bicycles, right? They have a whole thing. Who knows what the difference is between a GIF and a sticker? I'm going to block the screen. Not necessarily.
The sticker can go on top
transparent background. A sticker needs to be a certain percentage transparent so it can lay over things. And notice that most of their like GIFs are actually GIF stickers, but now it's sort of two different categories. It's like you're either uploading a GIF or a sticker, and they're moderated differently. Miami International Airport. They've got a whole channel of planes taking off. Do you love these screen shares? Are you guys into this? Am I doing a good job? Okay, good. So they've got like dogs. They've got all sorts of crazy stuff. Is this so fun? I want to be the one doing this for Miami International Airport. There's so many projects. Oh, who's ready for some any Inter Miami fans? Whoop, whoop. Sports is a huge, that's who's doing it right now really well, is sports, because you have to, right, for sports. So many good things. Like I could click on all of these, right? David Beckham, Messi, like that's a sticker, a GIF sticker of the whole thing. Yeah, it's beautiful stuff. Beautiful. Some of them are mini videos. Some of them are animated. Some of them are, it's very interesting what they're doing. But it's definitely a really good case study. Who knows the Savannah Bananas? Okay, if you don't know anything about the Savannah Bananas, they are rocking baseball right now. They're the most creative force in baseball. I went on a rabbit hole with these guys, but they basically produce this amazing content, and their content is more like it's about like entertainment, and they do dances, they do like celebratory stuff. They're ripping off clothes. They have a party animal jersey. I mean, it's just like I love this guy, right? That's what their away jersey, I think, or something like that. But that guy, I'm not good at that. Okay. And now, as of a couple weeks ago, SFIMA also has Jiffy search results I didn't set up an account for you guys. You gotta do that by yourself. But if you hashtag SFIMA, then these are the GIFs that show up. So you can actually share them and embed them through Jiffy because they've been uploaded through my account and moderated through my account with the SFIMA hashtags. This is one of the GIFs that we basically use. Like, this is a little animated element. That's its own sticker right there. This is its own sticker right here. This photo has an animation that goes in and out. And the thing that you need to think about when you do these GIFs is how long are they, right? Because you don't want one that's like 15 seconds, because then it'll turn into 11 megabytes instead of 1 megabyte, right? So these things have to be really short. And so you have to, I'm going to show you an example of one I did wrong. Oh, I love this guy. Did you guys see any of these? I was having a good time making these. Okay, so creating GIFs, what you're going to want to do, and you'll notice, is that you create it in different file types. Like, yes, you have the GIF, but there's some platforms that don't allow you to embed GIFs, right? So you have to create an MP4 of it. You also probably want a still version, a PNG, so that you can send like details, smaller print, anything that's going to get blurry or fuzzy. You want to send as a still image that accompanies the GIF, right? Okay, this is the money shot, all right? If you're going to take a picture of anything from my slides, this would be the slide that I would suggest you would take a picture of, because this is the most recent, as of last night, and don't hate me if a couple of them are wrong, but according to my best knowledge, these are where you can upload GIFs and how they load. So first of all, let's go down this column first. Oh, I have a fancy laser pointer, actually. How about that? How about that? Take that. So WordPress, right? HTML emails, Gmail, Google Drive, MMS, SMS, WhatsApp, Slack, Jiffy, LinkedIn, Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. So those are like the major communications platforms, right? If you look at this second column, this is profile pictures. So remember how I was talking about the profile picture? WordPress, you don't really have a profile picture. HTML, you don't really have a profile picture. Gmail, it displays it. When I say native, that means it plays automatically and it loops automatically, okay? So some of these, like Gmail is beautiful to send, even attachments, GIF attachments look great from Gmail to Gmail accounts. MailChimp delivers GIF really beautifully. And then there's this column, which is, oh, sorry, hold on. There's this column, which is actually posting it on the page. So for instance, WordPress, it posts beautifully and natively. If you have a WordPress web page, you can insert GIFs and they look good and they loop and they play, you know, right? So you can go through all of these yourself if you take a picture of this slide and decide where you want to focus on putting them given where they go. Okay, everybody got that? All right. Okay. The problem with GIFs is that they get compressed and they get really small. And so this is like a normal picture. I sent a normal picture. And I just wanted to send you a sample of what the GIFs look like sometimes when they come through. So remember how I said, like, post the details of the GIF in a bigger format, a still format? This can be going on a circle and you can sort of see my face and see a little bit of animation, but this has to be really clear, and that detailed information oftentimes gets lost. Okay, this is sort of a GIF gone wrong, and let me tell you why. You see how long the stars take? It's actually like over 10 seconds. The whole loop of it is like they're coming, and I love stars, don't get me wrong, but this one was 11 megabytes, so I didn't want to put it inside of like a MailChimp email or something like that, because that's 11 megabytes that has to load on like a mobile device for them to see this, right? But the good news is in a lot of places that the text displays before the GIF, so even if it doesn't load all the way, your text can still back you up. And the still images will load faster than the GIFs, so you want to think about giving people copy, giving people still images, and giving people GIFs all together. It's like a pocket of information. Jiffy.com, now that you guys are, who's going to have a Jiffy.com account after this? Okay, good. And you're going to always think of me when you have your Jiffy account, right? And say, oh, that Jessica girl, the filmmaker. Okay, one of my favorite GIFs, obviously typing, school. I love, has anybody seen the, oh yeah, okay. Okay, I wanted to show you, okay, hold on just a second. This is, for those of you who haven't attached a GIF into a text message, like this is basic, but I want to show you how the actual, how it works, what you do. So you're in your text message right here, and this is the Jiffy little app icon, right? So I made a screenshot of what you do, but you click the Jiffy thing, it goes into there, you have to search in your keywords. I just happen to have, I typed in SFIMA, see this? I'm typing in SFIMA, and this is what pops up now when you type in hashtag SFMIA. So then you click on it and you press send, but you're not sending it from your phone to someone else's phone. You're sending it from your phone to Jiffy, and then from Jiffy.com to somebody else's phone. There's got to be that intermediary, and that's how you avoid the compression. Okay, let me tell you that one more time in case you didn't hear this. You have to, you're not sending it from your phone to someone else's phone. You're sending it from your phone to Jiffy.com, and then you're basically embedding it from Jiffy into their phone. Okay. And I'm almost at the end of my presentation, right? Wrapping up. But here are two tools that I really encourage you to pursue in making these GIFs. One is canva.com. They've got a great interface. Who uses Canva in here? Okay, there we go. I'm speaking to the choir. You can make GIFs in Canva, and it's really easy to do. So I have a lot of different, I'm like very reliant on Canva. I do all my proposals. As you can see, you know, I've got a GIF here, a GIF here, a GIF here. Let me see, what did I do? Oh, I even walked you through, this is the GIF and the sticker interface. So I'm in Canva right now, and if you guys recognize this, see that's the Elements tab. This right here is where these things are, the animated elements that you drag from here onto your canvas. So let me show you what the screen grab looks like. So you go in there and you can type in keywords, right? You can type in applause, light bulb. Obviously, it's all got all the text. In the brand, I haven't even set up the brand yet, but I've been wanting to do that. All the uploads. But really, you're focused on this elements thing is going to be what you do to animate the different elements, and each element you can animate separately. And anybody use Fiverr.com? Okay. Who wants to tell everybody else what Fiverr.com is? What is it?
Basically a clearinghouse for freelancers and being able to hire freelancers in. If you're starting out in your career, it's a great way to kind of get launched.
It has two faces of it. One for freelancers, like artists, like graphic designers and animators and illustrators and stuff. The other side of it is you can buy gigs, and you would be so surprised what you can buy for like $20. All of those bio profile things I bought those on Fiverr. I found somebody, here's a screen grab. I typed in like create GIFs, and there's like 1,000 pages of create GIFs. And you can go down here, and it's not that much. Here's $35, $55, $20, $25. But it's very economical, and if you find people you like, this interface is very convenient for hiring people. So it's definitely one of my favorites, and I have 163 past projects in Fiverr. So ask me if I like Fiverr. Okay, there we go. Good night. So long. Farewell. I'll be to say good night. But can I? Does anybody have any questions or? Yeah, hit me.
Yeah, I guess for brands and agencies, how would you recommend that they mix that into their paid media, to their organic media? Obviously, social media is an easy way, but I guess maybe for paid media. Email marketing feels obvious, but
Email, yeah, you know, that's a whole other part of the presentation that I haven't really like paid. I mean, you can pay for a lot of what you see in display and like banner ads and stuff like that. That's actually, those are GIFs, right? Those short video clips and stuff like that. So in theory, you use them in a lot of the same places where you pay for other media, whether that's if you pay for a video clip or you pay for an image or you pay for whatever. But that would be a whole great addition to the presentation. Do you have any ideas?
so that was going to be my follow-up. Was like, you know, I guess animated banner ads. Like, is that basically the best application or the most popular current application? Because that's what I see, like in the programmatic space.
I don't know. Maybe you can Google it and send us out a follow-up. All right. Yeah. Go ahead. Well, you know, I'm not the best social media person that knows. Does anybody else? You know that. Okay, go.
So you have to create a brand account on Jiffy.com.
Yeah.
And that has to be
Oh, you have to create a brand account. Thank you for saying that. I didn't clarify it, but there's like a creator account, which is actually for the artists themselves, but you want a brand account. Okay, say that.
And then you create the sticker form. You upload the sticker format to Jiffy, which then has to be approved. It takes like 48 hours. From there, once it's approved, you have to add all your hashtags, and then that's searchable on Instagram stories on the platform.
Yeah. What?
Unrelated question or comment.
Okay.
So the slide that you told us if we're going to take a picture.
Yeah.
the first item you had on there was WordPress.
Yeah.
Which made me think about favicon, the little picture in the top. And a website said that you can use GIFs.
Oh, I'm gonna try that. That's game changer. Wasn't even in the presentation.
It was not on WordPress that I found it, so I don't know.
All right, I'm gonna Google it. I did not put favicons, and that's a great application.
But it claims that you can.
What about Ryan? Where's Ryan? What do you think? GIFs for favicons?
I had no idea.
Ask Brendan. Have Brendan research that shit.
Around here.
Okay, go ahead.
But that was not from WordPress, so
I think I've seen one.
yeah, it was just because because it said you can't do it, which I understood what you meant, but I was like, but I wonder if you could in the favicon. So
Yeah, that's a great idea. And you may be able to do it if you upload that plugin for WordPress where you can have like a ID of the admin person who's changing the pages and stuff like that. I didn't actually research that. It seemed sort of obscure.
I have a question or a comment. Get back to what Eric asked. So Eric, in the example of like the MIA, Miami Airport, I mean, I think that every retail, every hospitality, every restaurant, as consultants, we should be creating GIFs for them, because when somebody's in their establishment looking to check in, that's why the MIA is there. So you can be like, oh, I'm in the MIA Airport, and you have all those cool GIFs. So I think that's the first use for it. What boundaries have you or limitations have you come into regarding like licensing? Like I'm seeing like this is songs.
Sound of Music.
Like, are you able to go, take a clip from a movie or a TV show, current?
Because yes, you know what? I think the GIF medium is very forgiving. And I think because it's based so much in popular culture and memes and remixing people, I don't think, unless you're like Beyonce and like Kanye West is trying to use your footage, and then there's like maybe a different dynamic going on. But like for the average person, I wouldn't be worried the same way I'm worried about putting copyrighted music on YouTube, right? I never advise people to do that. I think the background, the algorithms or whatever, they screw you for that. But I wouldn't say that you get screwed for visually using copyrighted material in this format. But you obviously want to be careful of what you borrow from if it's a branded account,
How you use it.
What do you mean?
A new movie, Mission Impossible, make it, something negative. I'm sure.
But what if like I'll give you an example. Mission Impossible. What if like I mixed like 1 second of Mission Impossible with 4 seconds of my students behind cameras hovering or something like that? Like 1 second of Mission Impossible footage, they're not going to come to me and tell me to like take that down necessarily. Not that I'm aware of, and I didn't come into any of that information in my research.
It reminds me of when I'm young, I understand that, but like Snapchat, it used to be whenever you were in a certain location, you could kind of swipe, and each location would have their own filter.
Yeah.
They don't do that anymore?
Maybe they do. I just don't use Snapchat.
Nobody uses that. TikTok kills Snapchat.
And it was a lot harder to make those for Snapchat. Like that was a process on Snapchat. I did look into that.
Oh, you know what? I wanted to do one thing. I wanted to take a picture with all you guys in the background. Can I do that now? Can you guys give me, if you like the speech, could you give me a thumbs up? Okay, ready? Let's see if I get everybody. Hold on, wait. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Yay! Thank you, guys. Okay, maybe 1 or 2 more questions, and then we'll end the night. Yuri, yeah.
I just was quite surprised that Giphy.com is like the most popular and the most usable thing. But as I'm in animation, and most of designers in animation, when you say GIF, they would recall Dribble, because Dribble is more for like professional GIFs, GIFs. Sorry, it's like the GIFs that are like created by designers, and it's like
I've never even heard of Dribble. I'm not an expert by any means, but have you ever seen anything presented like this? Have you seen a presentation like this before? I've never seen. Why is nobody giving this presentation? So okay, one more question. I think is there somebody back here? Yeah.
We talked about the size of the feature about not getting into
1 to 3 megabytes. Yeah, I figure like in an email format, right? If I'm gonna be sending an email to someone with multiple GIFs, I never want to max out more than 5 megabytes per email.
Lead us, the quickest way to change your profile photo in Google or Gmail?
Gmail, you just go in, you just change your profile. Yeah. Yeah, you just create it on Canva, and it's created in a little square, and you just pop in your photo, and you press like, there's so many different, it's like neon, it's like different effects. Yeah, I know, right? Who's gonna be GIFed out after this? Yes, all right, good. Okay, well, I'll let you guys start talking to each other again, and thank you so much for listening, and I really learned so much, so I appreciate the opportunity to present to you guys tonight.
Thank you.